The power of Bitcoin. I was just reading this morning, like right now, that police in, I guess, Australia raided some guy's house, and the guy is believed to be the creator of Bitcoin. And he's always used a pseudonym the whole time. Not sure exactly why they raided him, but they did. And I think it might have to do with certain laws in Australia regarding Bitcoin. But this is odd, right? Bitcoin is now back in the spotlight. You and I have been waiting patiently the last like 3 weeks, 2-3 weeks, for Bitcoin to go back above 408 in hopes, because it is hopes, that the Webbot will be right and that silver will then jump noticeably higher. I'm certain gold would come with it. And that just happened last night, which again, you'll be seeing the video this morning of that. But you gotta think of it this way. The government wants to take your money, put a freeze on your account. They just do it. They send a little letter to the bank, maybe even an email nowadays, who knows. Hey, we want you to lock down this account, and for whatever reason. You know those drone operators, like the federal government's drone operators, 4 of those guys came out and basically said, we want to clear our conscience. We feel like we've been murdering people, and literally have been. You know, a much bigger story than that, but essentially that's what they're saying. We don't want to do this anymore. We're tired of bombing people from these remote control aircraft. I'm sure they've seen the studies that show, or not even necessarily the study, but this is allegedly government information that says 90% of the time these drones are hitting unintended targets. You know, just casualty of war, or altogether wrong target. Sorry about that. 12, 13 people dead. Sorry. We think we got one guy we were looking for. Well, what about the other 12? Well, they just have to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. The report that I read a while back showed 90% of the time that a similar situation to that has occurred. Again, whether it's we missed the target altogether, or we're pretty sure we got the target, but some other people were there too. Sorry about their luck. Or we think we got the target, we're pretty sure, and some other people died too. Or we thought that was the target, but maybe it wasn't. So these guys are saying we don't want to do it anymore, we can't do it, and they've come out publicly to talk about how wrong these drone killings are. And now their bank accounts have been frozen. Be all that you can be in the Army, right? The few, the proud, the Marines. What happens if I do something that I don't feels right later on? Can I be proud still? Can I be a member? No, I'll get my bank account frozen? Oh. How is that government, that benevolent government of yours, working out for you? I'd like to ask those drone operators who came and blew the whistle on that. How's your beloved government working out for you? So not only are they getting firsthand crapped on by the government, their rights completely violated, but they also got to see just what they were getting involved in when they signed up to join the military. And they saw all those commercials and ads on TV that made it look cool and patriotic and awesome. And then they get put in this little room with remote control sticks in front of them and just bombing senselessly. And they realize, what the hell are we doing? And it might have been, right, I'm going to go there, it might have been the attack on the hospital that happened recently in the Middle East. Hey, you guys had coordinates for that. Well, yeah. In other words, you had coordinates so that you knew it was a hospital. Yeah, but it was an accident. We misdid this, and then okay, well maybe we did, but once again, same old story from the government. Backtracking, changing the story, change it again, change it a third time, change it a fourth time. Whatever sounds good, just go with it. Kind of like Benghazi, right? There's crazy video came out that caused a bunch of hatred in the Middle East, and it was that damn person that made the video in California that caused this, and that whole thing was a complete fabrication. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that that guy is still in jail for a crime that never even existed. It was a lie. The video existed, but it didn't cause any problems. And again, it's just a video. It's just it's First Amendment protected free speech. So, Bitcoin, how are you going to freeze out the guy's Bitcoin account? It's not in the banking system. You can't contact someone in Bitcoin world and say, hey, listen, this address here needs to be, we need to steal that. I can't. The system doesn't allow me, even as the creator, that's probably what the guy would say, to do such a thing. I can't go in here and fake some kind of transactions, because the whole world who's on Bitcoin, all those transactions are already logged, so I can't go in and fake one unless I really send it. I can't fake that his address. Matter of fact, does the government even know what someone's Bitcoin address is? Chances are not really, probably not. So, now, well, I will say this, with the new Windows 10 and all the updates that go along with it, and supposedly those updates also have updated Windows 8 and Windows 7 to, collect data, if you will. And as the terms and conditions said of Microsoft Windows 10, we essentially, everything on your computer, even including stuff that's in like protected folders, well, we do have access to that, and we can use it if the government, essentially the government needs it. I read their terms and conditions, and they have the ability to do that. So yes, if your wallet, Bitcoin wallet, was stored on your PC, could Microsoft get access to that and then give it to the government somehow? And then they take your wallet, install it on another one of their PCs, and transfer your Bitcoins. That could happen. But if you have, as I showed you in my other video about Bitcoin a little while back, a little thumb drive, a little USB thumb drive or something of that nature, or a CD or DVD, or both of those items, just for redundancy, some extra backup, if you will. Microsoft ain't getting that, because that's not attached to your computer. You might attach it, get your wallet, make a transaction, erase your wallet off your computer, since it's already stored on your thumb drive, and every time you do a transaction, you just copy the wallet off your thumb drive onto your computer, tell Bitcoin program, the wallet program, here's my wallet, restore it, okay, need to make a transaction, whether you're sending Bitcoins, getting Bitcoins, whatever it may be. This is one reason the government's not going to like Bitcoin. Their little antics like this, like shutting these guys' bank accounts down because they've blown the whistle on the drone program. They have the right to do that. I thought there were whistleblower laws now, strict whistleblower laws that protect people from, we encourage you to blow the whistle on government wrongdoing and whatnot. And then they do it, and your bank account's shut down. Oh, I bet you're on the no-fly list too now, which Obama wants to, as he said the other day. We need to at least have it to where people on the no-fly list can't get weapons. Well, last time I checked, there's like 40,000. 40,000 people on the no-fly list. Yet this incident happened in California. Where were the FBI? Department of Homeland Security, where were you guys on that one? Now you're saying, well, the father was related to this group and that, and the wife was related to that, and we're finding that. And you didn't already know this? One of them was being tracked already. It was on a, terror watch list. What happened there? They got their weapons, went and killed some people, whatever. And I know, and believe me, I know there's some pretty controversial stuff. There's more than one eyewitness now. It started off with one, but now there's more than one regarding the California incident that have said, I saw 3 very well muscular built men, white men. I could tell by their arms and everything, their color. There's no lady in there, there's no woman. These were 3 men with those weapons. Then we have the owner of the apartment they were renting, oh, media, come on in. Come on in, rummage through everything. I don't even know if the police had gotten there yet, or the FBI. Yeah, no, forget them. Come on in, guys. No problem here. Just come on in and rummage through everything. Have you ever seen such a ridiculous thing? And then while the event was happening, no helicopters are allowed. We don't want any helicopters in the area. Okay, well, but you've always done that forever. Nah, not this one. No helicopters in the area. Okay, that's interesting. Because you remember the shootout in 1990-something in California, the bank robbers, heavily armed and wearing full body armor. Remember that one? You can go watch that video on YouTube any day. There were helicopters filming that. There's all kinds of footage of that. So, just odd, you know, just to say the least. Just a lot of things attached to this incident are just odd. Well, I can't call it some kind of hoax yet. Matter of fact, I don't know if I ever will. Or even a false flag. I'm not sure 100% about that. But there's definitely some strange coincidences regarding that matter. But you can see why a person would want the freedom of being able to move their own money around without worrying about some government thug agency freezing your bank. Oh, whistleblower freezes bank account. What? But I thought there's these whistleblower laws, and you encourage us to blow the whistle when need, you know, to fix the government problems we have that we've blown the whistle on. Well, yeah, but now you pissed us off because you did so, and now we're going to freeze your bank account and put you on the terror no-fly list and all kinds of other stuff. Does that even sound remotely, even kind of, like the United States of America, or America? You know, the one you've been taught about, the one you've been thinking about your whole life. Oh, love this country and the freedoms we have, and these damn terrorists hate us for our freedoms, of course. Oh, I bet they hate you for you getting locked out of your bank account by the government. I bet they hate you for you blowing the whistle and getting in trouble with the government. I bet they hate you like they hated Brandon Raub, who was stating his dislike for this federal government on a private chat forum on Facebook, talking about the 9/11 events with his brother and sister, when his door was pretty much kicked in and taken into custody and brought to a mental institution against his will. And his family had to get him out and tell a judge they had no warrant, no nothing. How can they do this? All right, yeah, get him out. Then he filed a lawsuit recently. Well, not recently. He filed a lawsuit, got a lawyer, filed a lawsuit. And federal court, we're not going to hear the case. It's over. Dismissed. Dismissed. I thought you have a right in this country. Nah, judge, they don't want to hear it. So what is that? What kind of precedence does that set? The government? Yup. You said, what's that? You said what about the government? You said what about these immigrants? They're people. Yeah, but they're causing terrorist. What did you just say? Mental institution for you and no-fly zone for you. Oh, instantaneously, if Obama gets his way, terror no-fly list. Can't have a gun anymore. And I can't go out and get one because I'm on the terror no-fly list. How do you get off the terror no-fly list? Oh, you don't. You got to file a long, very lengthy lawsuit, and like the ACLU is constantly dealing with, fighting for years. So, in the meantime, for years potentially, you're not going to be able to protect yourself against any intruder, robber, anything. Nope. Sorry about that. You're on the no-fly list. Sorry about that. Again, does this sound like the country we're all supposed to be living in? No. And I'm going to urge you to watch a woman speak by the name of Naomi Wolf. Just search the internet. Matter of fact, you can find a shortened down version on the internet you can actually read. Just search for Naomi Wolf, 10 Steps to Dictatorship. There is a blueprint that all very well-known dictators throughout history, Stalin, Mao, etc., Mussolini, all used. It's a blueprint. She says it. This is the steps they all take. So she said, I want to see where in America, if we've started these steps, and if so, where are we at in these steps? And I hate to say it, But you're going to read all 10 and say, oh man, we're there. Wow, we're actually there. Truly American. Truly American.